Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Ram TV 6. I'm your host, Alexa Williams.
And I'm Felicia Villarreal. So today, guys, we have a very special, cool, talented guest with us today. You might have recognized him from The Voice, from NBC's show, especially with that amazing hair. Here is Tje Austin in San Angelo, Texas. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, how was your trip?
It was really easy. It was nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't too long of a drive, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So you drove from Austin, where you're from, or you just live there?
I've been in Austin for 11 years. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
You went to school there, the
Yes.
university.
Yep.
What did you major in?
Actually, I still haven't graduated.
Okay, so what is your major?
Well, it was everything. I started off with computer science, then I went to political science, and then I started studying American Sign Language.
Okay.
Wow.
But then my music started picking up.
Okay.
So,
Right, so
yeah.
now you
So
know.
I'm on an extended break. If my mom asks, she wants me to go back.
Yeah.
But you like video games, is that correct?
Oh, yes,
Okay.
yes.
What do you like to play?
Anything involving Star Wars.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a big nerd. So.
No, I love
My
Star
boyfriend
Wars.
loves Star Wars, so
Yeah.
he's nerdy too.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you play Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Actually, that's the worst game ever for me. I am terrible at Call of Duty. I wish I could play it, but it's really not.
I like playing Connect, like the dance game.
Oh, yeah.
Like Bust a Move.
I like cooking on Wii. But that's so awesome. So tell us about The Voice. How was that? Like that.
How did
whole
you discover,
experience?
first of all, like to get onto The Voice?
It was really random. My friend sent me a message on Facebook asking me if I was going to do the audition for The Voice, and I was like, "What's The Voice? I've never even heard of it."
Yeah.
And I just randomly went, and they really liked me. They loved my hair.
Of course.
Yeah, can we see it?
go
Yeah,
for it.
woo! Really nice hair.
I'm so
really
jealous.
Nice. All the ladies should be jealous because you got such hair.
Exactly.
But that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So you worked with Adam Levine, is that correct?
Well,
Yes, CeeLo.
Adam Levine and
Was it
CeeLo
CeeLo?
turned around
Okay.
during my blind audition,
Okay.
and I picked CeeLo because I really love his music.
Right.
And
Did you have to think about it, like, or were you just like kind of like you knew if CeeLo turned his chair around, you're going with CeeLo?
I did know. I mean, I was hoping that he would turn around, and when he did, I was very excited. He was. They asked us to make a list, list everybody in order of.
Oh, they did.
Well, they were just curious on who we'd pick.
And
but-
then do some people? I mean, you can change if you want to.
Oh
right?
yeah. We didn't have to go with our list,
Okay.
and maybe the person on our list, maybe that person didn't turn around.
Right.
You know, so
Okay.
luckily my top two did turn around. So.
So did you get to meet all the artists though, even though you weren't necessarily working with them?
I got to meet Blake.
Okay.
Yeah, Blake is cool.
How was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems
Blake
really
is
cool.
awesome. I think he's definitely one of my favorite people on the show. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Adam Levine actually has been here. He performed with Maroon 5.
Oh,
2
that
years
must-
ago, yeah.
That must have been cool.
Oh, it was
yeah.
so fun.
It
They had
was
a big
really
concert
cool.
in the CJ. No, what was it? The
In the Janelle Center.
Janelle Center. Yeah. So you're just following in his footsteps.
I am.
So when did you first discover that you could sing, like, and you wanted to do it?
I guess I knew I could sing maybe in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I had a solo in 8th grade, and I guess I was singing, and as soon as I started singing, all the girls started screaming. So I stopped in the middle of my solo, and I started smiling really hard, and I was embarrassed, and I guess that from there I kind of knew. But performing and traveling, I've only been doing that for the past 5 years in Austin,
Wow, yeah.
and only recently has it been like something that I was like, I can't picture myself doing anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
And was it because of The Voice that got you so much
No.
exposure, do you think?
No, it was actually before The Voice. I'd been working at the newspaper in Austin for 6 years.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, man, I really want to try to pursue music at full time. So I quit my job and just started working harder. And when you quit, it really makes you realize that I have to pay the bills.
Yeah.
And I need to make sure my band members, they get paid, and it made me work harder
Okay.
to try to play in as many bars as possible, and travel wherever they'd have me play. So
Right. And it's all totally worth it.
Yeah, it
Whatever
is.
you gave up, for something that you love, like you'll eventually.
if it doesn't work out, and I have a feeling it is going to work out, but if it doesn't, I can always go back to what I was doing.
Right.
and
Yeah, there's school's always there.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. My dad graduated at like 40 years old,
Okay, yeah.
from Abilene Christian University.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, are you still like in contact with CeeLo, or like do you?
No, not really. I mean, sometimes he'll send me little messages on Twitter.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, and that's cool. Even Blake does that too.
Yeah.
I'm really in a lot of contact with the artists that are competing now on season 2. I think it's kind of funny.
That's
I love
really
the voice,
cool,
by the
though.
way. I
Yeah.
loved the first season. I remembered you right away, and I love it now. It's like seriously one of my
Yeah, I've
favorite
been watching
shows.
it.
I'm obsessed. I really am. Yeah,
really good show.
I don't
Were you-
usually get into that, but
Yeah.
I'm obsessed now.
Were you kind of like upset? You lost in the battle rounds, correct?
Well, of course, I wanted to
What song did y'all
progress.
sing?
We sang "Closer" by Neo.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my favorite songs. And Nakia is so good, and he's such a nice guy, and we became friends even before they pit us up against each other. I think they were paying close attention.
Yeah.
It makes for good TV. But
Yeah.
and no hard feelings. We hang out in Austin, and I mean, I would have liked to progress,
Yeah.
but I'm not disappointed by how far I got, because it's definitely helped me out of my career.
Definitely
So
an
I can't
experience.
Yeah.
complain about,
Yeah.
You're really well known now. So you definitely can't complain.
Well.
Do you get people in Austin coming up to you and be like,
I do, and I think it helps to have the hair, actually.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
they recognize you.
Yeah.
I think if you were to get like braids or something, they would be like,
And that's when I go incognito. If I get braids or something, or if I tone it down with a little hat, that's
Right.
definitely,
Yeah.
it tones everything down.
You'll have to
so.
have someone following. This is Tje Austin.
Have you done any collaborating with anyone?
Have I? No.
Who would you
Um,
most want to? Like, if you could pick anyone, who would you want to collaborate with?
Famous?
Yeah.
Let's see. Jack Johnson,
Oh, yes.
Coldplay,
Mm-hmm.
India Ari, John Legend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
I hope you
Wow.
do that.
Yeah, I think most of all Coldplay. I
Yeah,
love
that'd be
Coldplay. I think
awesome.
that would be
They are
really
coming
cool.
out with amazing songs nowadays.
Yes,
I'm just like
yes.
feeling it. I'm like working out, like,
Yeah.
ooh, come on, Coldplay. What is up? Well, that's so awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
No
with
problem.
us.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Is there any advice that you can give to people out there who want to be in your shoes?
Well, it takes a lot of hard work. Nothing comes easy. But just work at it. You got to put in a lot of work and don't burn any bridges. You never know who you'll meet, and you'll pass them by, and then suddenly a year down the road, you guys are. I mean, I've met people at gigs, and then suddenly I'll meet them somewhere else, and they have some sort of connection, or
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll know somebody.
Yeah. You never want to step on anybody's toes. The toes you step on today are connected to the butt you have to kiss tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
Would you mind singing something for us? Like
Sure.
one of your songs?
Sure.
You have 3 albums, right? Or
I
one's
have
about
2
to-
albums
one's
and then
about to drop.
one that's about
Okay.
to drop. Yeah.
I love Shooting Star.
Okay, Shooting
There you
Star.
go.
All right. You're the reason why I'm falling under. Got me feeling like I'm insane. Wanna know if you feel about me like I do. And I always want you here to stay. Feel I'm in this dream and you wait for me to take you so far away.
Woo! I love it. Oh my god, I got goosebumps.
Will you remember us when you just like explode?
Of course.
Come back to San Angelo.
Exactly.
Call me. I'll be like, I know him.
I know, right? Well, thank you again
Yeah,
so much for being
Thank you
here.
very much for having me.
Thank you. You want to close?
Yeah. Thank you all of you for watching at home. Be sure to tune in Monday through Friday right here on Ram TV 6. I'm your host, Alexa Williams.
And I'm Felicia Villarreal. Thanks, guys. Have a
Thank
good night.
you.
Yay.
Hey, thank you.